Welcome to War of the Visions. This guide is being made for the Full Metal Alchemist collaboration, but much of it will still be relevant regardless of when you start the game. Many players starting War of the Visions will be looking to get Edward and Alphonse Elric, as well as Roy Mustang and King Bradley. Luckily, Ed is free for all players, so that just leaves the other three that must be acquired through the game's summoning system. Alphonse has already been released, and we expect Roy to come out next week, possibly with Bradley. There is a chance that Bradley comes out 2 weeks from now instead. Install the game on your phone or computer and download the files for the game. You can choose to do an initial battle and watch some story, or you can skip straight to the main game. In this video, I'm going to choose to skip the tutorial and just get straight to rerolling. Once the game has downloaded its files, you'll have an initial 10 times summon that you can perform. This is going to give you several characters at level 99. This includes one level 99 UR character, which will be a random character. I don't recommend re-rolling this level 99 UR, you should just take whoever you get. Once you've got through the tutorial, the re-rolling can begin. Go to your present box and claim all the characters and Visiore that you will see here. This will take a little while to get through, but it will provide you with a lot of Visiore, which is the summoning currency in this game. Once you've claimed all the presents in your mailbox, you can also go to the friend menu and use the friend invite system to gain 10,000 Visiore. All you need is an invitation code to put in. I will post some invitation codes in the description for this video, and if they are not working anymore, let me know in the comments and I'll try to post some new ones. You can also join any sort of War of the Visions Discord and ask an experienced player for their code, and they'll be able to get you your 10,000 Visiore. Once you have your Visiore, you can go to the bottom left to the Summons tab and begin to summon for the units that you want to pull for in this game. You should also make sure to do any free summons that you find in the menu. For example, this MR Plus guaranteed free 10-time summon, or something that's seasonal like this free 10-time summon from the producer Hiroki. At this point, you have 3 choices. The first choice is to find the banner for the Full Metal Alchemist unit that you like and to begin pulling on it. This will give you a chance to get that unit, and once you've got them, you can keep that account and go from there and build the unit. If you are going to be pulling for a Full Metal Alchemist unit, you could pull on the 9-step banner for them, as well as the 2K80 Mindsphere banner, and then finally on the collaborative summon banner. The idea here is to pull in the banner until you get 2,000 medals, which you can then use to pity the character in the medal shop. So you can see here that if I get 2,000 summon medals, I will be able to buy Alphonse Elric from the shop. As of the recording of this video, Mustang and King Bradley are not in the game yet, and their banners are not appearing here, but we are expecting to get the same 3 banners as Alphonse got. Another choice for new players is to focus on the Visiore back summon. This is the best value in the game, but it is a very patient approach. Basically, how this banner works is every time you summon on one of these steps, you get a certain amount of Visiore back. So if you summon on all of the steps, you could end up with 140,000 Visiore. This would be incredible for your account, but it takes a long time to get 70,000 Visiore when you've just started out, and you only have 7 days to do this. So it is a bit stressful, and I've had some new players tell me that it kind of took some of the joy out of the game having to grind all of that Visiore. Either way, summoning on this as far as you can before summoning on other banners is a good choice, as you can only get more Visiore. The third choice for new players is to pull on the level 99 applicable UR guaranteed banner. This is a super powerful banner that gives you level 99 UR units, and everybody should be pulling on this before it expires. However, you may want to pull on it before you pull for Full Metal Alchemist units, or after, depending on what your priority is. So if you decided to pull on this first, you would be able to get 4 level 99 units of your choice as long as you're willing to reroll this banner. The issue is that you can't really reroll this banner and also be rerolling for Alphonse or for Roy or for Bradley, because that's just too much rerolling. So you have to make a decision of whether you're fine going a little bit deeper on the Full Metal banners, or if you're fine just getting whatever random 99s that they give you on this banner. If you're wondering what I think about this banner, on the first step, it would be great to get Helena Blackrobed Witch. She is an excellent farming unit and will be very useful for your account for a long time. You could also go for Oberon Heindler if you were going to pull for Führer King Bradley, because he's also an Earth unit and they would pair well together. On the second step, Ziza would be the best choice, as she has a really great TMR On the third step, Resnick makes the most sense as she is a great healer that has a lot of long-term value, and she would also pair very well with Alphonse Elric. On the final step, you have a little bit more wiggle room as all 4 units are very good. Mont, King of Leonis, is an incredible tank. Sadly, Christea will be a really great DPS with a little bit of support and healing mechanics, and will pair really well in a win team with Edward Elric. Little Leela the Bold is just a strong DPS, and Mashery, Queen of Horn, is a very strong Earth unit that will work very well with King Bradley in an Earth team. It would be very hard to reroll for every single one of these steps. You're basically hoping that every time you restart the game that you get all 4 of the units that you want. That's really not that realistic. So maybe pick 1 or 2 units that you hope to get on this banner if you decide to reroll on it, and stick to those targets. If you get tired of rerolling though, just take whoever you can get. There's a lot of good units here and your account is going to develop nonetheless. Just as a demo, let's try to pull for Alphonse right now and see if we can get him. And in that case, I would actually keep this account and I would then start getting as much Visiore as I could so that I could start building up my teams. So we see we actually got a level 90, or we got a UR unit there, but it wasn't Alphonse. We can keep pulling on here. And there we go. So on the third step, we got Alphonse Elric. So if that was your target for this account, you would just stop right here and you would now have an account with Alphonse Elric. Let's say I spent all of my Visiore and I did not manage to get him. At that point, I would want to re-roll and start a new account. So let's take a look at how to do that next. If you've completed your summons and you did not get the units that you were looking for, you can just re-roll the game by going into the game settings and clicking on Return to Title in the bottom left. Once you're back on the title, you can go to the bottom right and click on Data and go Log Out of Account and hit Confirm, at which point you will now be able to click back into the game, and after downloading a few files, you will be able to claim all of your presents again, enter a new friend player code, get 10,000 Visiore, and summon on the banner all over again. If you didn't skip the battle in the story the first time, doing so now will save you a significant amount of time on this process. Also, if the logout button is not showing up for you, your Google Play settings are interfering. I'll link a video in the description with a fix for that issue. Once you've acquired the units that you want, your goal is to now earn as much Visiore as you can to summon on the Visiore back banner. Again, I don't want you to stress yourself out trying to max out this banner, but if you can, it's going to give you a huge advantage in this game. First, you can use the new player invite program to get your 10,000 Visiore if you haven't already. Use the code in the description for this, or join a War of the Visions Discord and ask someone for their code. You will also want to complete the entire beginner's hall, as that's going to provide a lot of materials and also Visiore for your account. You can also clear the story mode for a lot of Visiore. It will be easy to do with the level 99 units that they have given you and the ones that are from the banners. Also, you can add friends and use their companion units to easily clear content. Find friends on Reddit or on the War of the Visions Discords like mine. The last thing we're going to talk about in this video are the shops. Go to the bottom left and click on the shop icon to access the different beginner shops. Anything that costs gold is generally safe to buy, and you can actually toggle at the bottom left whether things cost Visiore or if they cost gold. You can also buy all the select UR shard times 50 summon tickets. These are just very strong value for a good amount of shards that you can use to upgrade a lot of your units, so I would buy all of these if you can. If you're willing to spend money on this game, you could also buy the select unit shards times 100 for paid Visiore. I would avoid the UR guaranteed 10 times summon tickets at first, but you could buy them later on when the shop is closing. But at the start, you just want to save as much Visiore as you can in order to pull on that Visiore back banner. You could also spend Visiore in the beginner's MR equipment shop if you want to save some time and get some good equipment. However, this is again a sink of Visiore and the game wants you to spend all of your Visiore. You will be able to farm all of these items over time, and it's not a mandatory thing to spend your Visiore on this now. And you should absolutely skip everything in the beginner's SR equipment shop, none of it is worth it. One final note, whenever a unit is on banner or a vision card, you can find their shop in the shop menu, and if you scroll down, you can actually buy some fragments for 7 days using Gil. This is a really easy way to get fragments and shards at first, but it will only be available during the first 7 days of that unit's or vision card's banner. And that is everything you need to know in order to reroll in War of the Visions. You can check out my beginners playlist as I have a bunch of different videos that detail different parts of the game. And if you'd like to see a specific video, please comment down below. Otherwise, if you'd like to join a War of the Visions community, check out the link to my Discord in the description for this video. We have a War of the Visions help channel, as well as a place for you to post your friend code. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.